What's up, everyone? My name's PlatinumHowler, and today I'm bringing you the finals of the Mount Silver EAmons tournament. Today we are going up against Perpy Derp or Perp Derpy or something like that. We'll just call him Perp. And you can see his team on the right side of the screen at all of the abilities that his Pokemon have. I'm going to go over my team real quick in the team builder this time. We have Blacephalon, of course, because it's freaking amazing and it outspeeds his entire team. We have enough speed for a max speed mod Shaman, and we're not Sash, we are Ghostium Z specifically to hit the Volcanion. Flame Charge for a speed boost, then we should be faster than all of his potential Scarfers, and also Protect just to scout against Scarfers, or maybe stall out some turns of terrain if we need to. This is a specially defensive Hippowdon with a Rindo Berry specifically for the Pikachu, and we have Stomping Tantrum over Earthquake because the Shaman has Grassy Surge and can reduce the power that way of my Earthquake. Toxic, I can potentially go for a Toxic against the Metagross, and then if it fails, Stomping Tantrum gets the power boost, and if he switches out into the Shaman, then I poison that, and that's great, especially if he's not Natural Cure and if he does bring the Grassy Surge. Then we have this Shiftry, which is a Swords Dance set with Hurricane specifically for the Buzzwole. We should naturally outspeed that by 1 point, and if he doesn't have Triage on his Buzzwole, then we should be able to attack before him and KO him with a Hurricane. I do think that he should have Tinted Lens instead of Triage because Togekiss hard walls a Triage set, so I think he would much rather have Tinted Lens on his set, to be honest, but we will see. Tyrantrum is Choice Scarf, so we're kind of we have Sand on the Tyrantrum, but we're kind of bluffing the Sand Rush on Tyrantrum. It's actually a Choice Scarf set with Rockhead and Head Smash and some other strong moves. Because I didn't want the Sand to be up for me to be able to come in with this and actually do some damage. Otherwise, he has stuff that could potentially outspeed me. He has a lot of good priority against me too, like the Mamoswine Ice Shard, which is adaptability and is just going to hit so amazingly hard. And then Bullet Punch Metagross and also potential Triage Buzzwole, but we do thankfully resist the Pikachu's Galvanize Extreme Speed, so that's going to help. We have Eject Button Mesprit once again to counter his Sash, sorry, not his Sash user, what am I saying? His Terrain user in Shaman, so we can switch in, take a hit, and then immediately switch out into something like Blacephalon to get some good damage, and then he won't be able to bring in anything with priority and revenge me. He'll have to go right back into the Shaman, and I can KO that. Stealth Rock on this as well, just in case I can get them up, and Healing Wish to heal any of my offensive threats up. And then pretty much a max defensive Togekiss, Flame Orb Marvel Scale. It has Defog to defog any hazards that the Shuckle might want to set. And Psycho Shift, we can burn lots of different things. We can burn the Buzzwole, we can burn the Metagross, we can burn the Mamoswine. So yeah, that's going to be the team that we have, and of course we can burn the Honchkrow too, but that's going to be the team that we have. And he challenged me, but the challenge was canceled. I'm gonna have to get him to send it again, please. Yeah, so we might have some dead space here before he sends the challenge again. Okay, we're good. So thankfully no dead space. So you see his team here. That's cool. We'll tell him good luck, have fun. And I'm actually going to quickly step away and share the link here with some friends. There you go. Okay, and now we can start the match. So I kind of want to lead with Shiftry because I have a Yachi Berry on this. I didn't actually mention that. So Shiftry's a pretty good lead, and I can set up against the Shuckle. I mean, I'm quad weak to Bug, but I'm quad weak to bug, but I should be able to still set up a Swords Dance on this thing and then get a big hit off. And I'm just going to try to lead off a Shiftry and do as much damage as I can off the bat. That's the goal here. So, picked our lead already. We're just going to wait for him to pick his lead. I think Shiftry matches up decently well against anything he wants to go for. We will see. We are jolly max speed to speed tie with the Mamoswine, so it'd be nice if he didn't lead with the Mamoswine, to be honest, but he might be threatened out by a grass-type move that I don't have. I don't really think I have a play but to stay in with Shiftry if he leads Mamoswine, because that thing is just so ridiculously strong with adaptability. I hate having to face so many of these powerful threats with adaptability in this tournament, man. I should have put adaptability on one of my mons. But yeah, like, if he, like, the fact that he has adaptability kind of helps, because that, like, pretty much erases any chance he might have of taking a hit from Blacephalon, which is good. Okay, so we're gonna find out immediately if this thing is scarfed. I really want to. This is something that we need to know, whether he has scarfed Volcanion. So rather than set up, I'm just gonna go for a knockoff right away. Okay, good. He's not scarfed. He's Specs, and he is not Tinted Lens. Interesting. So what is his ability then? That should have done a lot more. Oh, Magnet Pull. Magnet Pull is his other ability. Why would he would bring Magnet Pull against my Magneton? I don't get that. That's interesting. Oh man, I should have gone for a Swords Dance on that turn. If I had gone for Swords Dance on that turn, I might have been able to just win. That really sucks. Now he can switch up his moves and maybe even go for a Flame Charge if he has it. But at least this thing is now in range to die from a regular Shadow Ball from Blacephalon. I don't even have to use my Z move against it. I can use it against something else. Do I go for Swords Dance? Do I go for a Swords Dance oh. Yeah, he's wondering, he says, he's saying in the chat, like, he was wondering why that did so little. He's wondering why that did so little. So that probably means that he forgot to change the ability on it, and he's not actually Magnet Pull for Magneton. He just forgot to change the ability to Tinted Lens, and he has Water Absorbed by default. Okay, well, that's kind of unfortunate for him. He Water Absorbed for Poliwrath, right? Because, yeah, I mean, he already quad resists water as it is, so... yeah, so I don't particularly want to switch anything in against this. So I should just stay in. And you know what would be funny if I went for it'd be actually pretty funny if I went for a Hurricane and got a Confusion. Because I think this is in range for what I need anyway. So I don't think the extra damage for whatever I go for here is going to help. So I should just go for Hurricane and bank on a Confusion, because then I can just go into Blacephalon and click Shadow Ball and do a lot of damage to something. So I'm just going to click Hurricane as he goes into Shuckle. Interesting. Okay. Damn, I should have clicked Swords Dance there. Is he really going to have Bug Bite, and is that really going to be enough to knock me out? I don't care if he does, honestly. I don't think I care if he does. I'm just going to click Swords Dance. Sticky Web, okay. This is getting knocked off now. I have Defog on my Togekiss so I can get rid of the Sticky Webs. Knocked off. What did we knock off? Knocked off Aya Papa Berry. That's good. So he knows. He knows that I have Hurricane. So Buzzwole might not be a switch in, but I'm going for knockoff anyway because even if he brings in the even if he brings that in, I will at least knock off its item if it has one, and I can bring Togekiss in immediately and click Defog. So I'm just going to click knock off again, knock this thing out, and I am no longer taking infestation damage, which is good because his Shuckle's gone. So now I would like him to go into the Buzzwole rather than the Mamoswine. If he goes Mamoswine, I'll speed time that thing, and I'm clicking Sucker Punch. And we outspeed. Oh, and we don't knock him out! Yikes! Oh man, that really sucks. Oh, he's Life Orb though, so he's gonna die to one more hit. Life Orb means he's gonna die to one more hit. So I have this is Scarfed, but I get the speed reduction, fortunately. So he's basically... I can't believe that didn't kill, even with the Life Orb. Oh man, that sucks, because now I have to take a lot of damage with something that I don't want to. He doesn't have the Pikachu, so Hippowdon is a lot less useful. And if he goes into Shaman, well, he doesn't have any removal. If he goes into Shaman, I can get a Toxic off against it. Okay, we're gonna go Hippowdon. I have Rindo Berry, so I can Toxic it on the next turn if it switches in right here, and I can just go for Stealth Rocks on this turn. I am not sure if I'm going to be able to live a hit, though, because I'm not physically defensive. I'm specially defensive. Yeah, that knocks us out. Okay, whatever. That's okay. The Mamoswine is gone, which was a big threat. And now I'm just going to go into my Togekiss. And this should not knock me out. It shouldn't be able to knock me out with anything. I actually outspeed. Goes for Steam Eruption, does quite a bit. He burns me anyway, but I'm Flame Orb, so I don't really care. Theoretically, I could just Roost Stall this now. I don't see any reason not to, because he could miss a move eventually. So yeah, I see no reason not to. Oh, but he could go for a Flame Charge. If he goes for a Flame Charge, that shouldn't do anything to me, and I should be able to just go for Air Slash on the next turn. I would like to go for a Roost here if he switches out into anything. So yeah, I'll just keep clicking Roost. He can go for another Steam Eruption. He's doing... I'm gradually losing HP with the Sandstorm chip and whatnot, but that is what it is. I think this is very bulky, obviously, because I don't have really any speed investment on this. I should keep this around. I would like to keep this healthy if possible, so I'm going to keep clicking Roost and hope that he misses a move. No, hits again, does 50. I would like I said, I want this to be healthy if I can afford it to be. So I'm just I see no reason. I know this isn't the best play style. Like, I know it's kind of trash to be sitting here and just be clicking Roost while and hoping he misses a move while Sandstorm chips him down, but it is what it is. Like, I don't want to switch Tyrantrum into anything. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to keep clicking Roost. Overheat. Oh! Good plays. Good plays. But that's fine. I think I can still manage. This should outspeed him. Oh, of course it's going to outspeed him because I'm max speed. But that brings in the Metagross, which I don't want. This, I can click Head Smash, but that brings in Buzzwole, which could be Triage. I think it's pretty obvious what I have to do. Yeah, I'm just going to click Shadow Ball. That should be more than enough to knock this out, and I can preserve the Z. Okay, that's dead. Good. So now I need to scout for Scarfs on either of these. He could be Okaberry, and he could KO me with... He could be Okaberry, and he could KO me with Earth Power. I actually am a minus Spadef nature. Could be Assault Vest. Switching into Mesprit here doesn't really help me. Switching Tyrantrum into an Earth Power isn't a good idea either. So I think the best thing for me to do here is just to click Mind Blown and hope that he is not Scarfed. I think if he's Scarfed, then there's nothing I can do. Yeah, Mind Blown knocks him out. Okay, good. So he's not Scarfed or Okaberry. I'm pretty sure I should win now. If this is Scarfed, Earthquake's power is reduced because of grassy terrain. To be honest, I'm not even sure if Buzzwole gets Earthquake. I should probably have looked that up. So if he's like he could be Triage, Drain Punch, or Leech Life, but I quad resist both of the, or well, I'm immune to Drain Punch, and I quad resist the Leech Life. So if he's Scarfed, and if he's Scarfed, he goes for Earthquake. I mean, I don't think there's anything I can do if he's Scarfed. Right? He's not Scarfed and this dies. Yeah, like... basically there was nothing I could do against anything he had Scarf because Mesprit was never going to be able to 1v1 the Metagross. Yeah. Mesprit was never going to be able to run 1v1 the Metagross, and Tyrantrum being Scarfed could only click one move, so like we're gonna show off our Z move here because it does more damage. Goodbye. And we win! Hooray! Awesome. All right. We managed to win this tournament by basically hacking our way to the finals, and then just claiming kills with Blacephalon in the finals because that's what the Magic Guard Mind Blown Blacephalon does. To be honest, I'm going to be honest, I don't think my opponent prepped very well for this game at all. He should have had he didn't have a Scarfer at all, so he had nothing to outspeed my Blacephalon. And he didn't bring Pikachu, so he didn't have extreme speed priority against it. The only forms of priority he had were Ice Shard, Mamoswine, which was resisted, Bullet Punch, Metagross, which is resisted, and Leech Life, Triage, Buzzwole, which is also resisted. So I think that made it. I think the fact that he didn't bring Pikachu, especially the fact that he didn't bring Pikachu or any Scarfers, really, really made it easy on me. I didn't have to use Mesprit's Psychic Terrain at all, but Blacephalon just came in at the right time and got, 4 kills? It killed the Volcanion, it killed the Shaman, Metagross, and Buzzwole. So, yeah, I mean, Blacephalon is just so good in this format. I'm so glad that I decided to take that with my first overall pick. It was a blast to use. It was a blast just to click buttons with. And this whole tournament in general was a blast, and I'm glad that I can wrap it up by winning the whole thing. So thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this series, and I hope I can bring you some more entertaining tournaments like this in the near future. But for now, I will look into some other more standard showdown projects maybe to keep everyone entertained between IBL uploads. So yeah, I'll have something new next Thursday. I promise that, and I'll keep trying to post something on Thursdays, and IBL will be posted on Mondays as always. So again, thanks for watching. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel for future videos, and we will see you next time.